Hey everybody, I'm back and feeling a bit better today. Thank you everybody for your really kind messages, and I know there's a lot of questions. I wasn't able to respond, so just know that I will kind of share my experience and hopefully answer some of the questions. Yeah, so I think I shared in my last video that I'm starting to count time differently again, because I decided that the setback, I always said the setback was like doing a cold turkey. So I'm counting time from the setback. So I'm now saying I'm a year instead of saying like how long I was actually off the benzos. Because to be honest, I don't know what would have happened. Like, if I say I'm 3 years off, 3 years off without a setback would have been a different story. So I'd rather just count time from, okay, 1 year from the setback, and that's just kind of how I'm going. If I count time that way, I've made so much progress. It's really night and day. This time last year, I didn't know what was wrong with me. Well, I mean, I knew I had a crash. I mean, a really, really bad one. But I also had so many other things going on in my body, and I saw so many specialists. Um, and yeah, I don't think I had even made my first video. I made a video right when I got done, or right when I had the setback, and then I waited 2.5 months before I made the next video. And in that 2.5 months was like horrendous. So from then to now is such a huge, remarkable change. Yes, I still have symptoms. I have flares. They can get really gnarly and really difficult to get through. And I am getting windows. So I wouldn't say that I am completely stable. I'm still feeling some things for sure. I was able to go to the store and get some knitting needles and go pick up some groceries. We have a little store near here that's all organic and really good fresh meats. And it's really close by, and there's hardly anybody there during the day. So it's a pretty easy, it's honestly just like as if I was walking around in my own kitchen. It's like I'm so familiar with that place over the years. So it's super easy. I don't have to go to a big grocery store or anything like that. And then I have clients coming up. Somebody asked if I was still working. Yes, I did take last week off, because that's when the wave like hit me really, really hard. And I knew I just needed to clear my calendar and just rest. And it was everything I could do to rest. I did end up doing an online training during that like severe wave, which luckily I was able to just sit and watch it. I didn't have to have my camera on. I didn't have to engage with people. But I did an online training, and I have yet another certification, which is, I couldn't get my money back, so I had to go through with it. And that's fine, because now like I am certified in something else, and why not, I guess. So yeah, so my plan for the rest of my day is to see these clients and knit and watch shows, watch YouTube in my office. My family's gone for the day, and probably go for a little walk. I'm going to try to walk. I've been feeling too dizzy and too much vertigo to walk. So, but it'll be a very like paced experience. So I'm working with a therapist now who's fantastic. She specializes in chronic illnesses, and she totally understands me. Like, she's just a really good person. She herself has a chronic illness, and she's helping me just kind of like reorient my thinking around, I don't want to be doing the boom and bust anymore. I don't want to be going outside my like zone of tolerance and then crashing. Like, that's just not a fun way to live. So I'm just learning, like how do I just gently pace and really listen to my body. And some people are able to push through symptoms and they kind of live in like a constant chronic high symptomology. So they're just always symptomatic is probably the word. And they can live within that without having the booms and the busts. So for people like myself who windows and waves, booms and busts, I can't like push through symptoms. I can't even necessarily push in a window when I have no symptoms or very little symptoms without crashing. So I'm just learning, like, I'm going to go for a walk, but it's going to be a short one because this is my first day back. So I also have to consider the fact that my muscles haven't been used in almost 2 weeks, other than walking around the house and going to the store a little bit. So any stress I'm going to put on my body, I have to consider at this point that stress back in my other days would have been nothing and my body could have handled it. But now, just going up and down the block, it might take me a little bit to recover, and just kind of slowly building myself back up. And then when I'm back in the really good window, it's going to be a real interesting project. And my therapist did say that it's really about trial and error. Like, there's not going to be one size fits all. Again, like I say all the time, we really have to learn what we can and cannot do. See, right now, I can already feel my heart is like beating a little bit. And it's not, I probably wouldn't say it's going up like my heart rate, but I can feel a little bit. I think that's the cortisol and the adrenaline. So I'm starting to notice these signs and go, okay, this is my time to slow down. So that's what I've got for today. I'm grateful that I'm having a bit of a better day today. And I appreciate you all and being on this journey, and it's very tough. So let's give ourselves a big break today. Just do what you can. Don't push if you find that pushing doesn't work for you. If pushing works for you, push all you want. But for folks like me, let's just not push today, okay? All right, lots of love, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.